Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to the R&D show. It's your boy Shad, and I have a very special guest. I talked to y'all about him a few times on the show, and it's my son, Oh Honey.
How y'all doing? How's today? How's today?
So I wanted to pull him in here to do like a special Father's Day type of show. Shout out to all the amazing dads out there who have been active in their child's life and just amazing all around. And so we wanted to just have this little conversation. And yeah, so we're gonna jump right into it. So again, this is my son Ohani, and this is a special Father's Day show. Get to know me a little bit as a dad, get to know him. So yeah. So we're gonna start. So Ohani, like, how has it been having me as your dad for the past 19 years?
It has been amazing. Um, to be honest, I don't know what life will be without you, but it's been amazing because I've learned a lot through like mistakes, through just you being you and being around you, and you just being a great role model, somebody I could look up to. So it's been amazing.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
you. um, so like we've had our challenges, and like majority of our ride has been smooth sailing. We hit a rough patch, like after you turn 16 years old. Um, Tell us a little bit about that.
I think I was just I want to say like a phase, or I was just like going through life. Just put it like that a little bit. And I just feel like I was a little bit influenced too at the same time. Cause I'm only 3 years older than when I was 16. But I just feel like I was, yeah, just a little bit influenced at the time. And thinking about it now, it was a lot was uncalled for, but at the time, it was just how I was feeling and everything. So,
So it's kind of
yeah.
like you trying to figure yourself out on top of just going through a growth spurt of coming into yourself, one, and then also trying to navigate through your experiences.
Yeah. Yeah, you said it. Cause I feel, yeah, you said it right on the dot. Cause I feel like if I didn't go through that, I wouldn't be who I am today, if that makes sense. Like had the mindset I have now, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. And sometimes, I mean, I even say this in just like in life in general, without going through some type of adversity, um, without going through some type of adversity, sometimes you won't be able to appreciate the good when it comes. And a lot of times, adversity also prepares you. It's like a preparation stage of preparing you for the goodness that's to come in your life because you're able to get over a tough time. You know what I mean? And you was on this roller coaster ride, but you didn't completely get off of the roller coaster. You allowed yourself to go through all the loops and the turns until you reached the stop and you no longer wanted to be on that ride anymore. That's just a part of adversity that we face even as adults. So definitely proud of you for getting through that phase and just proud of us for getting through that phase. I don't think that there's a time where, as parents, we have an option to throw in the towel when times get hard, even if we're not used to it. We don't have that option. You know what I mean? This is what we signed up for. I think we do have options to try to create this space of understanding, but then also trying to navigate it through using different resources, tools, knowledge, whether that be therapy, group sessions, tough love sessions, whatever the case may be. So I'm definitely grateful for the space that we were able to get to.
Yeah, most definitely. Hopefully, I'm not putting my mic too close to my mouth, but most definitely, most definitely.
All right, so I feel like you know me the best out of anyone because we've spent 19 years together and we've had the closest relationship out of any relationships that I've ever had in my life. So like if there was like one thing you could change about me, what would it be?
Your OCD. Yeah, with the cleaning and stuff. Like now, I mean, maybe I would have changed that because like now I know what it's like to like know how to clean and stuff. So like when I have my own place, I'm gonna definitely know how to clean. But yeah, probably the OCD. Everything else, like I wouldn't change nothing because like I feel like it kind of made me a man. Like I ain't a man yet, but I'm a young man. So like it kind of built me up and everything. But probably the OCD was
I
definitely.
would probably have to agree with that. I only agree because now that I've had kind of like this OCD issue, it hasn't gotten better. And by that, I mean, like, I have issues when I go out of town. So now I have issues when it comes to the resorts that I stay at or
Yeah,
hotels. Like, if it's not this squeaky clean place, I won't be comfortable the entire trip.
yeah,
And so I've found myself not enjoying myself as much anymore because of the OCD issues. And I know sometimes it's all a mental thing, and I'm trying to work on that. But for some reason, it's gotten a little worse, um, and that's something that I'm looking into. But I'm working on it. But I'm also
yeah,
like you just said, I am grateful because I mean I feel like when you're in a clean house, mentally you feel better. Like
yeah. It was definitely like when my room be dirty and stuff, and I be trying to do work in my room. It's like I don't know how to explain it because my room do. I mean, it's not really dirty now. It's just you'll consider it dirty, but to me, it's not really dirty. But like when I used to have it really dirty, I don't know what it used to do. I don't know how to explain it. Like I wouldn't say I felt crammed, but it was like something like that. But like when I have a clean area, it's like I'm able to
you
flow
feel like
more.
more productive when it's
Yeah,
yeah.
flow more a little bit.
No, I
Most
can definitely
definitely.
understand that because my mind be going, boy. If I come in and it's not like a certain way, if stuff
Yeah.
don't look a certain type of way on the inside of me, I'm like a little boiled, and then I'm just trying to like control however I'm feeling. I'm trying to like control it. Like, all right, shot, just chill out, chill out. You'll get to it. All right, so that's one thing. What advice would you have to fathers that are absent in their children's lives? Like the advice that you would have, and also like the importance that you feel like it is to have like a dad in your life.
um, I don't know, like advice to the fathers. That's not. I don't know what advice I could really give. I mean, I could just say like, cause I mean, I got a lot of friends that don't have fathers and stuff. And then, like yesterday, all I can say is like, it's messed up. It's messed up. Cause it's like I don't know how to explain it. I don't know, just seeing a lot of people like that I'm close to or hang around a lot say they not happy with Father's Day because their father's not in their life or they passed or this and that. It sucks. I don't know what advice I could really give them. I'll just say like you got to be in their life, in your child's life, because you chose to have the baby. You chose to do that, not pull out, not wear a condom. Like you chose to have a baby, so like you gotta be there. And it's definitely important to have your dad in your life because uh let's see, like I feel like when you just growing up like with your mom, I kind of feel like you're not able to handle a lot of things emotionally, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, you're not able to handle a lot of things emotionally. Like, I don't know how to explain because I have both parents, so like I can't really say nothing. But yeah, it's definitely important to have your dad in your life because it teaches you about women. I mean, you can learn women from your mom too, but it's important to learn how to treat a female. How to how to take care of yourself, how to be responsible. Yeah, a lot of things, a lot of things. A lot of
So like with the emotional aspect of it, it's kind of like how do you process your emotions?
Yeah,
You
like
know what
how
I
you
mean? Like
process your emotions.
how do you control your temperament and things of that nature? Um and a lot of times men act out of emotion. And
Mm.
when they do that, you can be very destructive because you're acting out of emotion. You're not giving yourself this opportunity to like stop, think about it, count to 10, weigh the
Yeah.
pros and cons. Because at the end of the day, everything's not that serious. It only becomes serious once you make it serious.
Yeah, that too. Like, yeah, like we have. I feel like with your father's in your life, like, I mean, you could talk to your mom, but you have somebody, you have both parents to talk to. Like, I feel like, cause I know a lot of people. I'm not trying to make it a sad moment or nothing, but I know a lot of people that passed away that I knew from high school from like situations that probably could have been talked about, like most definitely, or like they put themselves in situations that it should even, that shouldn't even have happened and stuff. So yeah.
And I do think that having both parents, you're able to get two different points of views, two different perspectives,
Mm.
and then you're able to form, your outlook on what it is, whatever you're having the conversation about and trying to figure out and wanting to get a better understanding. Having both of your parents, because sometimes my perspective is going to be different from your mom's.
Yeah.
And then you're able to sit on both of them and kind of think about it and then maybe merge them both together in a way that works best for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's another, thing that I think is great about having both of your parents in your life is that. But I know just growing up, we were exposed more to absent fathers,
Mm.
even having friends that didn't have their fathers in their lives. And if that's all that you know, then you think at some point this is a behavior that's acceptable
Mm.
or something that you're supposed to be a part of. That's why it's so important for us to change that narrative and also to eradicate the stigma surrounding dads, especially black dads, because unbeknownst to some, there are more active black fathers that are involved in their children's life than there isn't. But when you're exposed to just thinking that this is what it is,
Mm.
then you start to think that that's exactly just what it is.
Yeah.
It is. I personally just think that it's great to see, dads involved in their kids' life. You don't got to be still in the situation with, you know, your ex-wife or your girlfriend or
Yeah.
your baby.
You should be in their lives.
Your child is your child,
Yeah.
regardless. At the end of the day, so um,
And also, like, an advice, I say, well, it's not really advice, but if you're a mom, you're a parent or whatever, you got a child, you're not there, it's just like trauma. Like, that just leaves trauma. So, like, I don't know necessarily what type of trauma, but some type of trauma on that child for
yeah,
sure.
definitely is a childhood trauma that some of us have experienced and we have to heal through or go to therapy so that we can be better people. Because if you allow that childhood trauma of not having that parent in your life get in the way of how you are now with your children, then you'll become absent as well
Mm.
because it becomes a generational thing. I mean, I experienced that with having a conversation with my father and him telling me about his father and his father's father and how all of them were absent. And so that's just what he knew to do, kind of, was to follow suit of not being present. But we also have a choice to make.
Mm.
That could be an example, but that doesn't mean that we have to follow that example. So at some point, you want to break that generational curse if that's what that is. And so yeah. How did you feel about Father's Day yesterday?
Oh, it was cool. When we went to church, the word was good. It was definitely good. I understood it. Most definitely. The food was good. It was cool. It's cool.
Yeah, I agree. Like it was definitely a good day. It's very interesting because like you're not very active on social media, but so many people, it could be a little overwhelming at times, but they always have so many amazing things to say, like about our relationship. Like anytime that they see a picture of us
Mm.
or a video of us, the comments and just the things that people say, it's a beautiful thing because a lot of times people have kind of watched you grow up on social media.
Mm.
So I'm like, I remember when he was this little, now he's that big, and And then they'll say all these just amazing things just about like y'all are dad and son goals or this that like all of these amazing things. And of course, people don't always know like your journey
Mm,
or the things that you may have been through and you gotten through. Luckily, our journey we've had more ups than downs,
mm,
which is a blessing. But still within that, I always tell people it's important to create the relationship that you want to have with your children. I think that is great to have examples, especially when um, it's rare to see relationships like ours, especially just in general. It's kind of rare. Again, this is based off of where you grew up at, the communities that you're a part of, and the people that you're around, and the family dynamics and things of that nature. So it could be a little rare, but when people see us, men and women, there's like this excitement. There's like this floodgates of excitement,
mm.
and they feel inspired, and they always just want to say all these beautiful words. How do things like that make you feel? Because do you think that that should feel abnormal, or if that should just be like, okay, what's the difference? It's just if I was with my mama, like what's the difference? You know what I mean? So how do you feel about that?
uh, I don't even be seeing them comments. I need to start checking. But I feel a little now that I know that because I didn't even know that, but I feel a little inspired because I mean it's not the same thing as with my mom because we don't really see a lot of dad and son moments like that. So like I feel like that's pretty rare. I feel like that's why we be getting them comments and stuff and everything because I feel like it's pretty rare.
Sometimes I don't know. I'll be having to sit back and because I don't like to be, and I've said this before. I was like, I don't want to be celebrated for doing what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like I don't want it to be like, oh man, you're so awesome. I had to clap. Like you're amazing. And I'm like, but this is what we're supposed to be doing.
yeah,
Like it's not. It shouldn't be something I got to think about and be like, oh, today I decided that I just want to be involved in my child's life. Like no, from the time that you find out you're about to have a baby, boom, that
yeah,
should be easy. Unfortunately, it's not for some people, but that's just mentally. It should just be easy. Like okay, I'm finna be a parent, period. Regardless of the gender, I'm gonna be a parent. You know what I mean?
mm,
Like, and I want to be the best parent that I can be to my child. And that's just my mindset. Like, I always want to be the best parent that I can be to my child. And not based off of like society or a book or tradition or whatever, but the best parent that I can be to my child. And I feel like
mm,
that should be the mindset.
mm,
Not so much I'm doing it so I can be rewarded, or
yeah,
praised for it. Because I don't feel like that same energy is given to like moms. But
yeah,
because again of the stigma, the energy is given to dads. And not saying that it's a bad thing. Like I think it's a beautiful thing that to be recognized. But I want it to be more of a normal thing. You know what I mean?
mm,
Not make it seem like it's a task or I don't know, but I want it to be more normalized at the end of the day.
yeah. I definitely feel that. I mean, it's just a lot of stuff is just backwards nowadays.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff is backwards.
But putting out positivity and positive images and things like that, it's a beautiful thing because to be inspired by us or inspired by our story and our journey is what I've always been about in my daily life of just being this person that leaves footprints that others can follow in their own way of inspiration. And so I think that we have been able to do that since honestly since you were born. I can think about the first time posting a picture of us and the way that people reacted. And I mean, you're born in March, so this would have been April. So you're a month and a half,
Mm,
and the picture was amazing. And even the guy, like he posted it in his story, and he's like, so many people come by see this picture, and they have so many amazing things to say. Um, but it really started then, and like again, coming from a family where there had been these absent fathers, my family really started this whole narrative too of just like low key praising me a little bit, but just really celebrating the fact that like, wow, he's so different and he don't play about his son. Like one thing about him, they always gonna say one thing about Shad.
mm.
he
Yeah.
ain't going nowhere without Ohani. Like one thing about him, he ain't doing nothing without his son. One thing about him, oh, he gonna do that. So it really started there, and then friends, and then just strangers, and just people in general. But I do hope that one day we normalize just what being a dad in your child's life looks like, and not so much focus on the negative stuff, but just all the positive things.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Yeah. So, ask me any random questions.
Any random questions?
Sure.
Um, any random question? Any random
That's
question?
if you have any.
I'm trying to think. Let me think of one. Let me think of one. Are you going to ever visit Colorado again?
That was random, random. Eventually.
Eventually.
Absolutely, eventually, yeah. Got to go back and see, my best friend, my grandma.
Yeah.
My grandma, my best friend, BF, my best friend. Like, see some fam, but eventually,
Eventually.
yeah.
What's something? Uh, I can't think of nothing. I can't think of. I'm gonna have to come up with something later.
But yeah, we just wanted to basically come on and have this moment with y'all. And again, say happy Father's Day to all of the amazing, amazing dads that are out there. I think there's a whole lot more of us than we know.
Mm.
And because of the stigma, people are just used to the ones that are not active. But eventually, slowly but surely, steady but strong, we are changing that narrative. And it's a beautiful thing. So happy Father's Day to all of y'all.
Oops.
Yeah, absolutely. But thank y'all so much for tuning in to the R&D show. Again, I'm Shad,
I'm Ohani, Shot son.
and and
Yeah,
y'all tuned into the R&D show. And so till next time, take care of yourself and each other. Oh, and be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel,
that's
share this
that's true.
video, leave us some comments. If you'd love to see us again,
That's true.
together, let us know, and we'll hop back on here again and make another video. But thank y'all so much again. Take care of yourself. God bless.
He